Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm just trying to make sure I stay on point here. Today's discussion is going to be on Nike Refurbished. First, if you haven't heard of it, on April the 12th, Nike announced that they were going to basically be doing what we do in Sneaker Company, which is to take a pair of shoes and sell them as very nearly dead stock, VV, very nearly dead stock. For years in the sneaker community, we've cleaned shoes and resold them, right? Now, Nike, I'm going to tell you guys firsthand, right? Before I dive into this conversation, I was on Amazon from 2011 to 2015, 2016. I stopped selling on Amazon because my returns went to 30%. If you have a return rate that's that high as a small business, it destroys your business and it collapses your revenue. It just hurts your business, and I think you guys understand that. But I'm telling you firsthand, the amount of shoes that got returned on Amazon, ridiculous. I actually did a test on Amazon a couple of weeks ago, opened my account back up, sold 20 shoes in 24 hours, and 3 of those shoes were returned. So you're still talking 15 to 30% on the return rate for Amazon. Now, Nike Refurbished is Nike's latest circular consumer offering. Now, on Move to Zero, you guys have seen all of the information that Nike is promoting about sustainability and trying to be a little bit better for the environment. But we all know that Nike is so big that for them to be better for the environment, they would have to cut down completely on the amount of SKUs that they create. Nike is not going to do that. The only way that Nike can cut down on the SKUs that they create is by going direct to consumers. So when we get into these conversations about Nike cutting off these accounts and limiting the amount of people that sell Nike, it could be that Nike is recognizing that if they have to give all of this product out to these different accounts, they just have to make too much. But then again, the only way Nike can really control the amount that they produce is by selling it all themselves. There's no way to control it. And the demand for Nike is so high, it's ridiculous. So, a second life for footwear. In the sneaker community, we say dead stock, nearly dead stock, very nearly dead stock. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do these shoes look that are used, right? So Nike is showing you a second life for their footwear. Nike has a 60-day return window. All of these different things kind of add up to the fact that I don't think any other company has a 60-day return window. I think the biggest return window is typically 30 days. Even on Amazon for third party, it's 30 days. Nike is doing something that's allowing you to wear a shoe for 60 days, man, and potentially return it. That's insane. You got to respect it. First off, you have to respect it. And it's going to force the hand of all of the other brands who follow suit with Nike. So that's important. But if they don't use the shoe, so if something gets returned, they bring it back, they clean it the same way we clean shoes. I even have shoe cleaning videos on my YouTube station, on this station, right? If they can't use it, they grind it and then becomes a part of the uppers and the outsoles, okay? And so in the future, what they're going to do is take these shoes and they're going to put them in US-based retail destinations. It's extremely important for Nike to take care of their returns issue. Returns are a weight on every company. Now, these are the stores that Nike is doing Nike Refurbished, okay? Let's scroll down and you guys see all of this information, find the store, and here are the stores. So I'm going to put this link down in the description so you guys can go and look at that yourself. But we're talking Georgia, Colorado, Ohio, LA, East LA, oh wow, Florida, California again, Arizona, Gulfport. I think this is going to expand into every store, every clearance store. I can almost guarantee you it's going to expand into every clearance and factory store. It won't go into the smaller Nike Unites. I would have to think it's not going to go there. But here's the interesting thing. Back in 2019, I did a video discussing a business called Resku. And when I saw Resku, I was like, I think Nike's up to something. This has to be Nike. And the reason I say that is because if I go to the Resku website, you look at it and it has the Nike authorized up here. This is a Nike formatted website. Whether they own it or not, we don't know. I wish we knew. But 2019, Nike launched Resku. So you could go to the site and you could shop and buy Nike footwear that had been returned. Now you see the same process over here that you're going to see over here. So Resku, a lot of people probably hadn't heard of it. You saw it on Facebook, and I would see ads for it on Facebook, and people would be like, yo, that might be bootleg. I wouldn't mess with it. And I was like, no, it's not bootleg, man. It's just a very smart play by Nike to get their shoes back, clean them, and resell those shoes. It seems that Nike utilized Resku as a model to test and see if people would shop. And you know what? Let me check and see if Resku's website traffic increased over the last year or the last 6 months. Let's copy this and go back over and do a search real quick and look at it. Let's see if it pops up here. All right, so it's been up and down. At their height last year in October, they were at 760,000. It dropped a bit. And I would have to think that Nike stopped funneling a lot of product, but they are still at 519,000 visits a month. But here is what, they don't have enough data there. And Facebook is where I saw it a lot, and a lot of their traffic is coming from social, 16%. No display advertising. We can't see all of the facts that we like to see, but we know that Resku is garnering 519,000 visits a month. That's incredible. All right. If you guys don't understand how incredible that is, if I went to, let's say, DTLR, which is a chain, that's a big chain, who would probably never sit down and do that. Oh, DTLR is the wrong place. I went to that one. Oh, no, you know what? I'm not wrong. We were at 1.3 and down here. It has grown. You know what? DTLR has been purchased by JD Sports, so I can't compare the two. Sorry about that, y'all. But it's good for you guys to see me make a mistake in the flow of doing the video. So let's keep it moving. All right, so Resku, I think, was a test by Nike to get into the point where they're going to take those used shoes and the shoes that came back. And because I've actually seen used shoes go into the clearance store, factory store, employee store. I've seen used shoes go into all of those places and get resold inside of the store already. So it was already happening. But now Nike is making sure to say, hey, we're going to take these shoes in. Here's the big question. Will this dip into eBay? Will this dip into third-party platforms like StockX? I've been saying for a very long time that StockX's major issue is that I'm doing a running record, right, on the website. And I don't know why I did that. I'm doing a running record, and I'm keeping this record on the website of returns from StockX. And this is the thing that I want you to see here. The shoes that are coming back very often, some instances, if it's a $350 shoe, I may sell it for $275 because I got a deal on it. And you got to see this update on returns. The stuff that they send back is almost ridiculous, man. And you say to yourself, if they sat there and they simply had a brush, they could wipe the bottom of that sole and ship it on to the customer. I think possibly Nike doing this refurbished will take, kind of put a dent into StockX because, and here's one that's perfect, close that ad up. Someone tried that shoe on. The shoe was not worn, right? Not at all. But StockX sent it back, and you'll see that continuously over and over. If you want to see these returns, I'm putting them on the website so you can go back and take a look at these returns. I'll put a link in the description. Anyway, Nike Refurbished, very smart idea. I expect every brand to come up with their own name and follow suit. I completely expect that to happen. But that's it. I'm going to cut this one off, man. You guys let me know what you think about it in the comments. Smart deal for Nike. You can't complain. And I think that Resku was a test run. Hey, my phone's ringing. That's it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.